Let's talk a little bit about, have fees for Airbnbs gone up?
Well, they have. They've gone up significantly. Even just rentals in general in the area have gone up significantly. The Airbnbs have gone up significantly, and what's interesting with that too is you're seeing a lot more competition here. A lot of the offshore markets become single-family home Airbnbs, and that's become a real competitive market right now here. And so, do know some people that felt that their numbers were down a little bit this year because of that. There's just a saturation point that you'll reach, that there's just so many properties that you just can't pull enough people. And that not really, and again, I'm talking on the offshore single-family homes. So you want to be careful if that's a property that you're looking to have an Airbnb in. Just make sure it's, to me, not just a generic property where you don't have anything that's going to help your property stand out against the rest, because there's a lot of other Airbnbs in the area on the offshore single-family market. In town, same thing. I mean, there's a lot of competition for rentals. As we talked about in another video, that you have people that are buying that need to offset their pricing, so that, or their bills, so they're going to do some renting. So there's a lot more rentals out there just in general. So if you're going to be an Airbnb type of renter, you need to be savvy. You need to have a little trick up your sleeve as to what gets your people coming back once you get them, so that you can just have that repeat business. Reviews are important, but you need to make sure you're going to have something that's going to make your property a little bit unique, that's going to have those people coming back and wanting to be in your universe as the others.
Do you ever, with like increasing Airbnb fees and like the competition in the market, do you ever run into people who like regret their investment in a vacation rental, or maybe it's because it requires upkeep or for whatever reason?
Sure. Yeah, well, it becomes that they didn't know what they were getting into. And, if you're a first timer, or maybe even this is like maybe even like your second property, it's kind of like having kids. You have the first one, everything goes great. Everyone's like, yeah, this is fantastic, we can do this all day. And then you have the second one and everything changes. And if you're a parent of two or more, you know what I'm talking about. But same thing with properties. You could buy your first property. It could be a great experience. I mean, you could just have it could be the right area. It could be the right rentals that you're looking for, right style property, whatever. And then the second one you get could be a nightmare for whatever reason. And that can happen. So you do have people that regret them. The ones that come in the very first time, you feel bad for them because they're having a bad experience that they can't seem to get out from underneath. And they're selling to get out. Whereas if they just maybe looked for a different style investment option, it may actually work out better for them. The best investments I've seen for people are ones that are relatively close, because then they're able to keep an eye on the properties, and they do a little bit more research on the tenants, but they can see what's going on. You need to have your vendors as well, by the way. You want to make sure that you're having landscapers. You're going to have yourself a plumber, an electrician, anyone like that. You want to make sure you have them on your speed dial, because you don't want to have a situation where that's not, something's not working on the property, and now that person's in there as a tenant and they're not happy. That can be massive destruction that you're going to have to then repair. And when you have to repair somebody else's damage, you're going to lose subsequent rents after that, because you have to close the place up for the property, then get rented to the next person. Now you're losing income. So you want to make sure that you have at least your vendor list. You can call us. We have a vendor list. We'll provide you with the names that we have. But you want to make sure you have a vendor list that you can get out there at a moment's notice to take care of any problem that you have, so that you can keep your income coming and your investment turning over.